Hi, my name is Emanuela Galliussi. I'm Zoe, the writer, producer, director.
And my name is Dean Ronalds. I am the director, producer, editor, and cinematographer for Zoe. Our film Zoe, which is the same title in every language that the film is in.
And that was done on purpose.
And it was done on purpose, is the story of an Italian woman who comes from a family of wealth, and it appears as though she has everything and that she seems happy. But deep down, she's not happy, not satisfied, and sort of spiraling into an unknown of what she should do and where she is at this point in her life. And on the night of Carnival, she meets a boy dressed as a wizard, and he sees that she's unhappy, and he grants her a wish at 3 opportunities to have a new life. And the next day, Zoe wakes up in a new town, in a new Zoe. And she gets 3 chances at this in Ibiza, London, and Paris. And at the end, she truly finds the answer within herself. And that's our Zoe.
I think that what inspired us to make this film is, first of all, as filmmakers, we wanted to go back to the joy of storytelling, and it was very important for us to tell an uplifting story. When we started brainstorming about Zoe, we were just out of COVID, the COVID times, and during that time, though, there were a lot of wars in the world, and now, political scenarios that were very dreary,
heated.
And we thought that we needed an uplifting story, and we thought that the audience needed it too. And for sure, that was the first spark in telling a lighter story that we used to do with our company, Falling Up Films. We were more on the dramatic, I would say, more on the drama side of it, or anyway, less comedic. And that was the first spark. And then we were both interested in an exploration of finding yourself from within instead of from outside, like the society seems to bombard us nowadays with Instagram and social media, that everything is appearance, when probably the real journey in life is from within. Right, Tim?
Yes, and we started looking at films that we grew up loving, films that were fantastic, but also had hearts, that you learned something from, but it wasn't something that was beat over your head with any message and social commentary, but was just layered in there. And so we thought about movies like Big and It's a Wonderful Life, Groundhog's Day, even Christmas Carol, Eat, Pray, Love. We wanted to make sure we definitely wanted to do a film in multiple languages. We thought that would be a unique way to tell this story, and it would serve this story. So all those things we sort of put together and brainstormed, and then she got the idea and she wrote it. And as we went along, it just kept getting better and better. And the more we developed it, that's where the idea and how Zoe came to be.
I think that, for me at least, the greatest challenge was to having a limited budget, but having a big movie in our hands, a big, blockbuster movie if it still existed. So, to manage that, it was hard. Then I would say harder than usual because, we would pack our luggages with equipment and makeup and hair and costumes. And it was basically Dean and I traveling in Europe and finding our small crew in each town. So I think that was the biggest challenge, although it came also with a lot of freedom too, because we were able to make our own creative choices. And
with a big crew, you have to get certain permits and follow regulatory rules for each country's city. And when you have a small crew, there's less regulations to that, and you can work around a lot quicker and faster, and you can focus more time on what's in front of the camera. When she wrote the script, I said I thought we were supposed to write something that we could make. And she's like, we can do it. And I'm like, we can make a rock star in London. But no, we did it. And yeah, that was I think that was the greatest obstacle, was trying to create this big movie with a limited everything, and
but it became our greatest accomplishment.
yeah, and of course we time became our currency, and we just made sure to spend enough time to execute this film exactly how we wanted it. So yeah, traveling with lots of luggages, that's a big obstacle. Did we use any special equipment to create the film? I'm not sure if it was. So I was the cinematographer and also the camera operator. So I wanted to have the camera moving a lot, but I didn't want it too bumpy in certain moments. And a lot of the moments, of course, some moments we did want it to be bumpy based off the character situation. But so I created there's an easy rig that it's the harness that harnesses on you, and then it hangs from you, so you can have the camera hang from you, so it takes the weight off. But that also has shakiness. So what I did was I put the camera on a gimbal, and then I hooked that gimbal up to the rig so that it became like a steady cam. So I don't know, I'm not sure how many people use it in that sense. I've come across many who are like, we've never heard anybody use that. So, but I'm sure they have, but that's what I felt was important for me to do, what I wanted to do, and do it fast, because a lot of times we just had to move fast. I mean, any film you got to move fast, but this helped me move fast, and I think I'll use it again in future projects when we get a chance. So
not great for the back, but great for the movie.
Not great for the back, but great for the soul. Well, if you are interested in seeing anything else that Emanuela and I have created, we have a film called Foreplay that is just about anywhere that films are put online to be purchased. So you can go see Foreplay. It has Emanuela is in it. It has Tammy Blanchard, Brian Greenberg, and Dominic Famuza. And it's a film that we shot in one single shot, no tricks, no cuts, all just one long take, 76, 77 minutes long, and you can see that. And then we also made a film called Screamers, a horror film, found footage. You can also find that in hashtag Screamers. And we made that together. I directed it and wrote that one. She produced it and co-starred in it. And yeah, you can check those out on Amazon.
And you can follow us on social media.
You can follow us on social media.
We're getting so good at it.
Oh, we're starting to get on a roll. Mm-hmm. So you can find Emanuela Galliussi just by that name.
And Mr. DMR76?
Yeah, no, Dean Ronalds. You can find me just like that. That's not my name.
Dean Ronalds.
Or
and then
Zoe the movie.
The film.
The film. And then Falling Up Films. And I think...
Let's do this again. Zoe the film.
Yeah, Dean Ronalds or Emanuela Galliussi and Falling Up Films. You can just tippity type those things in Instagram and boom.
And what are we doing now?
Well, what are we doing now?
What are we doing now? We are actually right this second starting thinking about our next movie.
Well, we're always thinking about our next movie.
No, but we had a plethora actually of scripts, and
But before that, we should talk about that. Not only are we going to be playing at the Winter Film Festival, but following the Winter Film Festival, we'll be playing at the Sedona International Film Festival, and then Poppy Jasper International Film Festival.
LA Italian Film Festival.
Italian Film Festival.
At Bellois
International Film Festival.
But while we were doing that, we were thinking about our next feature.
Which we have about 6 or 7 of them we had to pick from. We read them all again.
Mm-hmm. And we feel that literally to circle back to the beginning about uplifting stories, we started this trip with Zoe in 2023. The world is better, and maybe it's even darker at times. So we feel that probably our call in this day and age is to make uplifting movies, still with a message, but still with that. Right, Dean?
Well, comedy, something that makes you laugh, but also makes you,
think and laugh.
Yeah. So that's the next
film.
film.
The next project.
We thought about doing a heavy drama that's very fantastic, but we both read it again, and we were like, do we want to have this film venture for years while we make it and then tour it? So it just seemed like it could be kind of a drag. I think we'll make it back to that one because it's a beautiful, beautiful film, beautiful story. But we have like I said, like 4 or 5 others that are similar.
Yeah, but as of now, our next movie.
Don't say the name. Don't say.
Not?
No, don't say the name.
Okay,
Let's
it's
just say
another though adventure. This time in New York.
New York City. So that's what we're working on next right now, and hopefully this summer we'll be in New York shooting it. So keep your fingers crossed.
Come and see Zoe at the Winter Film Festival on February 20th. It's a Friday, so...
Friday, February 20th at 9 p.m. at the Winter Film Festival at the Regal Union Square in New York City. Hope to see you there.
Tua madre lo diceva sempre, non è in grado di mandare avanti l'azienda.
Aveva ragione.
Luca, ti ha chiesto di sposarlo?
Mi ha detto, perché invece non ci vediamo stasera per cena, che devo dirti qualcosa di molto importante.
Ti ricordi Serena, la mia segretaria?
Chi?
Ci siamo innamorati. Aspettiamo un bambino.
Come ti chiami?
Zoe.
Zoe, se dopo 3 tentativi non avrai trovato quello che cerchi, resterai per sempre con me.
Non so se ti conviene.
E ora ripeti con me. Sgaralao fir lui slam.
¿Pero esto qué es? ¿La crisis de mediana edad o qué?
Perdona? J'ai une explication. C'est fou. That's my husband. Considera su niño. Goodbye, James.
Sai che Zoe significa vita?
Davvero? Non lo sapevo.